Now, Sebastian, you can continue now. Thank you so much.
OK, OK, great.
Do your,
Donc,
do your presentation in English and French, both, okay?
OK, great.
Okay.
Donc, je disais
Listen.
la conjugaison des verbes au temps présent du mode indicatif. Et le chapitre principal est de parler des verbes du premier groupe, des verbes du deuxième groupe et des verbes du troisième groupe. Mais puisque nous ne pouvons pas conjuguer juste les verbes au premier groupe, au deuxième groupe ou au troisième groupe sans connaître le caractéristique des groupes de ces verbes, nous allons donc voir comment reconnaître un verbe du premier, deuxième et troisième groupe en français. Alors, en français, les verbes sont classés en 3 grands groupes. Nous avons le premier groupe, ce sont les verbes qui se terminent par ER. Exemple, manger, jouer, chanter, aimer, nager, aller. As you can see in French, we have 3 main groups for the verb. How to recognize a group of each verb, you need to refer at the ending of the verb. The ending of the verb will show you which verb belong to which group. In the first group, we have all verbs ending by ER. I said all verb ending by ER belong to the first group. We might have an exception, but let's just go as beginner. So the first group, all we end by ER. And we have the second group ending by IR, the third group ending by RE. I will give some example of these verbs of the first group in French. Manger, eat, the verb to eat, jouer, the verb to play, chanter, the verb to sing, aimer, the verb to love, nager, the verb to swim, aller, the verb to go. So after the first group, we have the second group. In the second group, as I said earlier, they all end by IR. So in French, any verb you see ending by IR, you can just go ahead and place them in the second group. In the second group, we have the, by example, an example like finir, partir, dormir, tenir, avoir, voir. And finir means to finish, partir means to go, dormir to sleep, tenir to hold, voir to see, avoir to have. We will have at the end the third group, all verb ending by ERE, you can also put in the third group. We can also put all together, gather them in the third group. They are in the third group. By example, we have lire, means read, to read, faire, to do, croire, to believe, prendre, to take, apprendre, to learn, rire, to laugh, être, to be. OK. Nous avons ces 3 terminaisons en anglais, ces terminaisons qui sont regroupées entre premier et deuxième groupe. En anglais, nous avons que 2 groupes. In English, we only have 2 groups, which is the regular verb and the irregular verb. So in French, if you want to take that kind of example in French, just consider the ER verb or the verb ending by ER as regular verb and ER and RE as irregular verb. And to know the infinitive of each verb, in English, you need to refer to the word to, T-O. T-O behind any base verb will automatically class that verb in the infinitive form. While in French en français, le verbe, il faut voir la terminaison, si c'est ER ou IR ou RE pour pouvoir faire la classification. Ensuite, on dit, nous notons que ER, IR et RE sont les marques de la forme infinitive des verbes. As I said earlier, ER, IR, and RE will give the infinitive form of each verb. Now, how do we conjugate these verbs in the different terms of this group, the verb of in this different group in the present simple present tense? Comment conjuguer ces différents verbes dans le présent de l'indicatif? Bien sûr, en se basant sur les groupes de ces verbes. Nous avons besoin, parce qu'il faut, c'est très important, it is very important to know that. Before you conjugate, you start conjugating a verb, you need to know the personal pronoun, les pronoms personnels. Les pronoms personnels plus le verbe à conjuguer. Le verbe à conjuguer, on va l'appeler base verb. Base verb is the verb itself without TO. Et en plus, avec un niveau plus avancé, nous pouvons ajouter le CO qui est le complément d'objet. Un exemple avec les verbes du premier groupe, je plus, comme nous l'avons dit, le prénom personnel, ici c'est je. Le prénom personnel est je. Plus le verbe, base verb, le verbe manger. Cette fois-ci, si nous mettons R ici, directement, ça devient l'infinitif. Et si on le met à l'infinitif, nous ne pouvons pas dire je mangeais. C'est pas bon, ça sonne pas bien et c'est pas la forme. Donc, je plus mange plus le riz, le complément d'objet, deviendra le verbe manger conjugué au présent de l'indicatif je mange. Pour ajouter le complément d'objet, le riz. I eat rice. Le verbe manger. Nous avons le verbe jouer, la même forme. Je joue au football. I play football. Ça, c'est le verbe jouer. Nous avons le deuxième groupe. Le deuxième groupe, nous avons dit que ces verbes-là se terminent par IR. Un exemple ici. Oh, sorry. I have to go back. OK. Nous avons dit ici, le verbe se termine par IR. Donc, dans la conjugaison, il y a des lois à suivre, mais pour l'instant, on se base de retenir comme un apprentissage nouveau. Donc, nous n'allons pas faire trop d'exceptions pour ne pas faire la confusion sur la compréhension des étudiants ou des élèves. Pour conjuguer le verbe finir au présent de l'indicatif, je finis le travail, le complément d'objet par exemple. Le verbe tenir, je tiens. Au troisième groupe, nous avons le verbe travailler. Le verbe faire, pardon, le verbe faire quelque chose ou quoi que ce soit qui veut dire le verbe to do. Le verbe faire. Je fais mon travail, par exemple ici, je fais mon travail. Je fais un travail. Donc, I do my job. I do a job. Le verbe dormir, je dors. Vous allez voir qu'à la fin du verbe dormir, se termine par ER, mais on le voit avec S juste à la fin. C'est pas étonnant. Nous allons voir la suite un peu plus sur la troisième page. Sur la troisième page, nous avons parlé des pronoms. On a dit que pour conjuguer le verbe, en général, il faut connaître le pronom personnel. Et c'est quoi le pronom personnel? Le pronom personnel, par définition, désigne une personne ou remplace un nom, simplement pour une définition très simple à retenir. Alors, quels sont ces différents pronoms personnels en français? Nous avons je, la première personne du singulier, tu, la deuxième personne du singulier, il ou elle, la troisième personne du singulier. Nous avons donc 3 personnes au singulier. Et je est la première personne qui veut dire je means I. I said. To be able to conjugate a verb, you need to know the pronoun personal, because the pronoun personal will help you to conjugate that verb and give a nice sentence. So, in French, we have je means I, tu means you, il ou elle means he, she, it. But in French, we cannot find the it because il ou elle can be used for person or for animal or for things. But in English, we only use it for things or animal and he for masculine and she for feminine. This is why in French, you cannot see the it. In French, we only have il and elle, qui veut dire to just to give the feminine or the masculine. You won't find the it to specific, if it belong, you are talking about animals or you are talking about things or you are talking about humans. We have the plural form. In the plural form, we have nous, the first person of the plural form, which means we. Vous, the second person, means you. Il ou elle means they. In English, we only have they at the third person of the plural, but in English, we have il, masculine, elle, feminine. And in English, we have they. This is the plural, and this is the singular. The usage of tu. We reach to this one later in another topic, but for the moment, I just want to polish it. So anytime you, for any.
So tell me something,
yeah.
at the end of this lesson, what is the assessment you're going to give the students? How you're going to assess that they learn what you're teaching?
Where? I don't get it.
At the end of the lesson, when you finish teaching me this lesson,
Okay.
what is going to be the assessment you are going to give the students? How will you know that the students actually learn what you're teaching?
Oh yeah, at the end of at the end of the teaching or at the end of the class, always in language class you have to give assessment, and the assessment, the assessment will be, since we are talking about the first group, the second group, the third group, the main topic, you have to give some verb to the students to determine if the verb is first group, it belongs to the first group, the second group, or the third group.
Okay, I see. So you're going to give some exercises for the students to determine if that verb belongs to the first,
to the first group.
Okay.
Yep.
Clear. What is the youngest age you have ever taught?
Sorry?
What ages have you taught before?
What age?
Yeah, have you taught? Are you teaching very young students, high school?
Yeah, very young student from 4th grade to 9th grade.
Okay. 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 Can you teach also adults?
Sorry?
Can you teach adults as well?
Yes, yes, as well.
Okay. Perfect. What is your available schedule?
My available schedule.
Yes, for teaching. When can you teach? Because we're looking for teachers who can teach all ages, like small kids, maybe 6 years old kids, up to adults,
mhm,
professionals. For
yeah.
example, right now we have a teacher who is teaching French for the Department of Foreign Affairs for diplomats.
Okay.
Uh, we need more teachers. For example, we need teachers to teach French for the Filipino Hotel Owners Association. So all the people
Okay.
who is working in hotels will need to
mhm,
learn French to welcome the guests and take care of the guests in the hotel. So it's
Okay.
professionals, it's adults, professionals. So they will benefit more for a more practical approach.
Okay.
Ah, but what you're teaching is very good, very dense. But I think it's going to be good if the person
Thank you. Thank you.
is going to be interested on learning French for a more grammatical point of view, right? So,
Yeah.
like somebody who wants to be a teacher, because this is very liberal. Teaching is very important. But
Yeah.
I would like to see maybe if we work together, something more proactive, more active, and making the student participate way more. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Now, as a personal note, out of the interview, when you submit your resume,
Okay.
please make sure that you submit your resume thinking on who is going to be reading that resume. Why I'm saying this? Because if, for example, this is a school, so since this is a school and we're looking for teachers, what you have to highlight
Okay.
first is that you are a French speaker, native French speaker, and second, that you are a good teacher, and you should show us in your resume mostly or maybe only your teaching
Okay.
experience. If you show me more like, how can I say this? If you, for example, you put in your resume that you being a security guard, which is a nice job,
Okay.
but you're not applying for security guards here, so it's not relevant. It's not making your teaching better. You see?
Yeah.
But putting that you study, highlighting that you study with international school, that is important. Putting that you interact with the young French because they will say promote French in English-speaking countries as important. The Liberian experience that you have in Liberia,
Yeah.
teaching there, that is the super important part you should put in your resume. First thing, super, super important. I like your energy. I like the passion you put in teaching. I like, of course, your pronunciation is very clear. Your voice is, you sound very accommodating. You sound very energetic,
Thank you.
very kind. Um, I think you have good qualities as a teacher. But let's see.
Yeah.
I will send my observation to my boss today, to the general manager, and then they will communicate with you. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Great.
How can I
Thank you.
call you?
Sebastian or Seb?
Sebastian. Seb, what's
Yes.
the most important? Sebastian or Seb?
Okay.
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 Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. You have a
Okay.
very good day. Okay.
Have a great day too. Yes.
Thank